Hong Kong International Airport's extensive flight network reaches about 160 destinations worldwide. The huge amount of passengers and cargo it handles makes it one of the world's finest and busiest airports, fully supporting Hong Kong's economic development, promoting prosperity and creating jobs. The airport is a vital element of the territory's economic competitiveness. Inextricably linked to local life, the airport's far-reaching flight network places Hong Kong among the world's top cities, allowing us to travel for work or pleasure, quickly and conveniently, so that we can sample international delicacies at any time and enjoy the latest products from around the world. In the past 10 years, Hong Kong International Airport has been named the world's best airport close to 40 times. The airport is famous for its operational excellence in areas including security, safety and environmental protection. Its outstanding operational performance makes it the pride of Hong Kong. In 2008, the aviation industry made direct, indirect and induced economic contributions of 78 billion Hong Kong dollars to Hong Kong, about 4.6% of the city's GDP. Airport-related jobs stood at around 190,000, with 62,000 of them being direct employment.
To meet growing demand for aviation service and enhance Hong Kong's competitiveness, the Airport Authority is committed to continuous improvement and timely development. We carry out long-term planning once every 5 years, reviewing demand forecasts, overall efficiency, service quality and competitiveness. We have just released our Master Plan 2030 and put forward 2 development options for the coming 20 years. We sincerely hope that stakeholders and members of the public will take some time to review this master plan, which has taken us 3 years to study and develop, and give us your valuable opinions on the strategic direction for the airport's future development, so that we will contribute more in building a better Hong Kong for all of us.
Studies by experts forecast that by the year 2030, air traffic demand will reach about 97 million passengers, 8.9 million tons of cargo, and 602,000 flight movements per year. Even operating at maximum capacity, the airport's dual runway system will not be sufficient for meeting air service needs up to 2030.
The airport's ability to meet future passenger and cargo demand is crucial in enhancing Hong Kong's overall competitiveness, further strengthening Hong Kong's economy, providing more jobs and raising the living standard of Hong Kong. Since runway capacity at the airport will be saturated in the foreseeable future, we hope that a consensus can be reached on the airport's future development through public consultation.
Since 2008, the Airport Authority has engaged 9 professional consultant teams to conduct studies on air traffic forecast, runway capacity, airport planning, engineering feasibility, preliminary environmental assessment, economic impact, and financial viability analysis to compile the Hong Kong International Airport Master Plan 2030.
When evaluating different proposals for airport development, we have taken into account not only the airport's operational safety and efficiency, but also various factors such as engineering feasibility, possible environmental impact, cost implications, and economic benefits. After studying the findings of 9 professional teams and all related issues, we proposed 2 airport development options in Hong Kong International Airport Master Plan 2030 for public consultation.
The first option is to maintain the existing 2-runway system with further investment in airport facilities so as to maintain service quality. These include expanding Terminal 1, adding a new concourse in the midfield, and building more aircraft stands. The cost of this option would amount to around 23.4 billion Hong Kong dollars in 2010 dollars. The number of aircraft movements at a runway directly affects an airport's passenger and cargo handling volumes. The existing 2 runways at the airport can only handle 420,000 flights annually, which translates into transporting 74 million passengers and 6 million tons of cargo a year. In 2030, the aviation industry is expected to bring in an estimated 120 billion Hong Kong dollars of direct, indirect and induced economic contributions, equaling about 3.3% of the estimated local GDP by that time. It will also provide about 100,000 direct employment opportunities. However, it is anticipated that the airport's runway capacity will reach its saturation point around 2020 and will not be able to accommodate additional flights. Once the runway capacity is saturated, airlines will find it hard to introduce new routes. They will deploy larger aircraft to carry passengers and may concentrate on more lucrative long-haul routes. This will shrink Hong Kong's flight network, undermine its competitiveness, and slow down its economic growth. As a result, Hong Kong's position as a global center of commerce could be irrevocably damaged, undermining foreign investors' willingness to directly invest in Hong Kong. By then, passengers might also experience more flight delays, longer connection times, and higher ticket prices. This is very common in airports where demand outstrips supply. Option 2 is to add a 3rd runway north of the airport, build a new passenger concourse with bridge-served stands, reconfigure Terminal 2, and add new cargo parking stands in the midfield to meet anticipated demand by the year 2030 and possibly beyond. This option would cost 86.2 billion Hong Kong dollars in 2010 dollars. By 2030, the aviation industry is expected to make a direct, indirect and induced economic contribution of 167 billion Hong Kong dollars to Hong Kong, equaling approximately 4.6% of the estimated local GDP by that time. The airport will also provide around 140,000 direct employments. Although the cost of the 2-runway option is lower than that of the 3-runway one, it will only bring in an economic net present value of 432 billion Hong Kong dollars in 2009 dollars, far less than the 3-runway option's 912 billion Hong Kong dollars. On the other hand, while the 3-runway proposal represents a larger upfront investment, it will generate higher added value and greater economic contribution in the long run. If a new runway is to be built, about 650 hectares of land will need to be reclaimed. The work will unavoidably have an impact on the environment. The Airport Authority has already conducted preliminary assessments of the possible effects on marine ecology, including the Chinese white dolphin, as well as in areas such as aircraft noise and air quality. In building a 3rd runway, the Airport Authority would not only rigorously comply with all statutory environmental standards, but also hold fast to its long-standing commitment to environmental protection with the utmost care and professionalism to effectively mitigate environmental impacts.
The Airport Authority operates the airport in a responsible and sustainable manner, giving our best to contribute to the betterment of the economy and the community, while minimizing our impact on the environment. If we're able to reach a consensus on the building of a new runway, we will conduct comprehensive and in-depth studies on each of the environmental issues.